Alright guys, here's a quick video as to why a certain part of us and an aspect of us is exactly like these batteries. So here's the thing, every day you wake up, you're full. And when your body says I need to go to sleep and you go to bed for the night, that's when you're empty and you're recharging. And I know some people push the boundary. Some people can, have a battery that runs for 16 hours a day, 20 hours a day, and they can go on 4 hours sleep, or some people need 8 hours sleep. But at the end of the day, the principle's the same. You wake up, you're full. When you go to bed, it's time for the recharge. Now the question is, where is the energy going during that time? So like these batteries, for example, they're running my mic now, and when I do videos for you, they run my mic system, and at some point I've got to recharge them depending on how many videos I do or what I've used them for. Now the thing is, it's the same with life. Every day when you wake up, you need to do a time track of where your attention and focus is going, because the battery runs out, and it's not just based on your physical side. It does not mean that in the day if you do a whole bunch of physical activity, then your battery's going to run out quicker and you need to go to bed and recharge earlier. Mental focus is exactly the same. Wherever you put your mental focus or your physical energy, the battery's running out. You would have had this before. You might have gone to a seminar or a full training event, and you're there sitting down just watching the whole event, or you're at work and your job is a desk job and you're just sitting down and you go through the whole day and you could feel completely tired and you just want to go to bed. So it's not just based on the physical side, both physical and mental. If your attention and focus is in one of those aspects, your battery's running out. Now the question is it running out, and are you using it for the things that are aligned with your highest purpose and mission? Is it aligned with the goals that you've set for yourself? Because if you don't have a goal and you don't have a vision of where you want to go, the battery, you'll still have the energy. Every time you wake up, you're full. It's going down, but it's going to complete distractions and things that are not going to get you to a place that will better your lifestyle or to a goal that you want. So the first key is to get a vision in your mind of what you want and have a goal. And once you know what that is, then you can look at where your time, your energy, and your focus and attention is going. If your focus and attention is not going to the right things, then your battery's running out. Because if you get an Instagram alert or a Facebook notification or an email, or you're checking messages, I mean, I'll just take my phone now and I'll show you, because I don't mind showing you guys this. But here's my Facebook. So average time this week 9 minutes, average time last week 18 minutes. And then if you've got Instagram, time on Instagram, you can check this, 16 minutes a day for the last week, okay? This used to be a lot higher before I learned this principle, because sometimes you won't even know how much time you're putting into these things, all right? These distractions just come into our life. The world is so full of them now. You've got Netflix. It's so easy to binge something. You've got notifications left, right, and center, from your Instagram to your TikToks to your Snapchats, all of this stuff coming in. And I will tell you this, every time you look at it, every time you go back to that Facebook message, every time you open an email, every time you do something, your attention and focus is going there. And the minute your attention and focus is going there, there's a percentage of your battery that's dropping and getting closer to zero, which is when you want to go to bed. So the question is, what percentage of it is going to the wrong things and the things that are distractions versus things that are going to get you aligned with your highest purpose and mission? If you can work that out very quickly, just do a time track for a week. 100% of your time in the day, from when you're fully charged to when it ends, where did your focus and attention go? And very quickly you'll even know why you're not getting to a certain goal that you've set yourself. There won't be a blame or a reason as to why, because if you track yourself and you are honest with yourself, it's very quick to find out whether you can get to what you want. And the good thing about this is, once you work out where it's going, where your attention and focus is going, and you can put in restrictions to yourself and set yourself certain targets. Like I set myself a certain target for Instagram or Facebook. I now use them specifically more for work, so it's very different. If you're using it for work, social media, it's a bit different, but this is about being honest with yourself. If you're on Instagram and you go and do that check, you go into your Instagram today and you just look, how much time have I spent there, or how much time have I spent on Facebook, or how much time have I spent on TikTok, or how much time have I put into an email or messenger, and it's not aligned with your work or your purpose, well then you're going to straight away quickly work out how many hours a day of usable time per day is going elsewhere. And they say, this is a funny thing I read recently on, I think it was Facebook, but it was like, if your average lifespan is about 75 to 80 years, about 25 to 30 years is sleeping based on the hours per day. So now you got 50 years because you've been sleeping for 25, which is your 8 hours of sleep. So now you got 50. Now if we take that 50 years and we start to add up all the time that's going to, all the attention and focus that's going to all these things like your TikToks and your Snapchats and your social media and any type of action that's not aligned with what you actually want, your mission, your purpose, your job goals, your personal goals, your family goals, anything that you want, if you will work out the time, you'll find quickly whether you're going to get there or not. I know this might be confronting to some people, but time track it. Go and do it. It will really change the game on you getting to where you want to be, because the people that get to the goals the fastest, the most efficient way, are people that are so serious with their time because they know they can't get that back. It's the only resource you can't get back. You lose your money, you can make it again, but you lose the time, you don't get that back. You can't just add it back, which is why all the multi-millionaires and the billionaires and the guys that really start to get big in business, like your Jeff Bezos or your Jay-Z, or all these guys like Grant Cardone and certain people, business leaders, they'll put money into investments that give them more time. For example, buying a plane. Because if they buy a plane, for example, they can travel to certain destinations without having to go through a different system that takes them a lot more time. So in effect, they're getting more time back because it's got to a point in their business and their success levels that time is so valuable to them. They've got so much they need to do that the more they can leverage time, they will invest dollars into that. So go track your times, check out where your attention and focus is going, and ensure that when your battery is going from 100 to a 0, that you can make as much of that percentage going to the things that you want. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.